Following a good win in midweek against title favourites Runcorn Linnets, the Reds travelled to lowly Bacup and Rossendale Borough with a much depleted squad, so much so that manager Paul Moore had to name himself as one of the substitutes. However, the match showed the depth AFC Liverpool have within their squad, as they completely dominated the game and were barely troubled by the hosts. Within 4 minutes, Danny Romani was charging down the left flank, crossing for debutant James Riley, but the striker couldn't get off to the perfect start in a red shirt. Despite having lots of possession, the Reds were unable to find the killer ball in the final third, and consequently chances were hard to come by. Rob Lamont forced John Ogden into a good save with a well-controlled side-footed volley. And a good counter-attack down the right flank, begun by Ryan Cox, who set Michael Gervin on the charge, ended with the striker firing wide from the edge of the box after a layoff from James Riley. The home side, meanwhile, could barely get out of their own half and were frequently returning possession to the Reds. The only shot they had at Stephen Longrigg's goal was this wayward effort from Simon Thompson. But almost immediately the Reds were back down the other end as Liam Loughlin raced onto River Humphrey's long ball forward, but his attempted lob dropped wide of the goal. It was another ball forward from River Humphreys, this one 3 minutes before the break, that brought about the breakthrough for the Reds, as his perfectly weighted pass was snapped up by Ryan Cox. Though John Ogden and Gareth Wager tried their best, once Cox got to the ball first, there was only going to be one outcome, as the striker claimed his second goal for the Reds. The second half began in the same vein as the first, with Danny Romani getting down the left flank and supplying a cross for James Riley. Only the intervention of Shane Birtles prevented the striker from having a clear opportunity at goal. After some good persistence by James Buckley, Ronnie Morgan squeezed the ball through to Ryan Cox, who saw his cross strike the arm of Shane Birtles, but the referee ignored the claims for a penalty. Probably rightly so on taking a second look at it. The Reds were still the team the more likely to add to the tally of the afternoon's goals, and Ryan Cox was close to claiming his second of the afternoon when he met Liam Loughlin's cross at the back post. During a change of camera position, the home side drew level when Lee Oldham headed in from a corner, and it seemed as though AFC Liverpool would be ruining a missed opportunity to take the 3 points after dominating the game so much. The Reds pressed to try and retake the lead, but John Ogden, in the Bacup and Rossendale Borough goal, only had to comfortably deal with a couple of shots from Rob Lamont. However, deep into injury time, the Reds were handed the chance to take maximum points. A clever back heel from James Riley afforded Ronnie Morgan a chance to burst into the box, where he was brought down by Adrian Bellamy. The home side were clearly unhappy with the referee's decision, and John Ogden even tried to unsettle Ronnie Morgan by shaking his hand. Gareth Wager then protested too vehemently and consequently received his second yellow card of the match, with the referee eventually pulling the red card from his back pocket. Still not satisfied, Wager continued to argue his point, joined as he was by Adrian Bellamy and Shane Birtles, and eventually, after a good minute or so, the defender finally walked off the pitch. Having to wait so long might affect some players, but Morgan was unruffled as he sent John Ogden the wrong way, and AFC Liverpool made it 3 wins out of 3. Got the result, but you left it a little bit late there, didn't you?
Yeah, we did, Paul, but it's nice to get one game that we've scrappy and we've won it. Because every other game that we've played this season like that, it's gone against us in the last minute, and it's no good. But it's a great result, 2 different games from Tuesday playing football and dominating a game to getting a result in the last couple of minutes here. great.
First half, you had a lot of possession, but didn't create that many chances really.
Yeah, it was. We had a lot of possession in the midfield, but we didn't do nothing really direct enough because we were getting a lot of the ball and just going wide a lot. And the one time we did go direct over the top, it got Ryan in. It's a great finish and good to see him get a goal back starting.
Second half, they came back into it a little bit.
Yeah, they did, to be honest. They had a little go, but we rode the storm. We were good at the back, and with River and Darren, they kept the heads and kept the ball away from our area, which is what they needed to do, and that's all they done. They done the job well, so it was good for them to not concede in the way they did, but I mean to keep us going forward, keep us on the front foot.
And getting the late goal, that keeps the belief amongst the team, doesn't it?
Yeah, the last 3 wins now, so it's good for us to get that back. We had that run at the start of the season, and I think now with this different formation it's working well and we're making chances and playing well, so hopefully we can keep the momentum going for Wednesday, get another win, and it puts us right up there then against the top teams.
And last minute penalty, I guess there's no one else you want taking it apart from Ronnie Morgan, is there?
Said to Ronnie, he's done well to keep his nerve because the goalie was shaking his hand. They had players sent off. It was about 5 minutes before he actually took the pen, and he said he just got lucky, to be honest. He said he scuffed it, but I said I don't mind, as long as it goes in, it doesn't matter how it's gone in.
Well played today.
Thanks mate. Can I just say to Jay to stay in Mexico because Joe's come in and he's doing well, so stay over there Jay and have a few tequilas on us.
2-1 late winner there. Was that a case of you getting away with it?
I thought we deserved it, Paul, to be fair. You know, we've dominated the game. We possibly could have been about 2 or 3 nil up before the break. We've come out first 5-10 minutes, second half, bit sluggish, but once we got back into the game I thought we dominated. You know, they've scored from a corner obviously, but leading up to the corner we could have defended a little bit better, but you know, it's credit to the lads that have come in today, because I've had about 8-9 changes from the Runcorn Linnets game, so it's credit to the squad that I've got, to be fair. They've come in, put a good shift in again, and we've scored a great goal first half, and obviously we've got the penalty the last kick of the game, which is pleasing, because obviously this season I've had 1 or 2 of them decisions gone against me, but you know, people just keep telling me it swings and roundabouts, so it was our roundabout today, mate.
Was it important to get a goal before half time because you had that much possession? There might have been a creeping sense that it wasn't going to be your day.
Yeah, I mean you do, but you know, but I've also got to understand the lads that come in today. You know, there's 4 or 5 lads there, mate, that haven't played together. You know, James Riley's come in and he looks a player, to be fair to the kid. I've had young Ryan Cox playing out of position. You know, James Buckley, Rob Lamont, you know, Danny Remain. You know, they've all come in and it's credit to them, to be honest with you, mate. But you know, that's what a squad's all about. You know, they've got to come in and they've got to produce the goods, and that puts pressure on myself as manager and pressure on all the players that want to get back into the side.
Nicely taken goal by Ryan Cox.
Ryan's got that in his locker, mate. Ryan was he's been brought up to score goals. People have been telling me about the kid, about scoring goals, and to be fair, he took it like an experienced campaigner. It was a lovely little goal, but he's got more to there, just scoring goals, mate. He can play a bit as well, the kid.
A few players had to play out position, but they performed admirably today.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they've got to put a shift in, which you know, and I keep saying it time and time again, if they put a shift in, Paul, you know, they'll get the rewards, and I thought not only just put the shift in, you know, we used the phrase today somewhere, the last 20 minutes we probably won ugly, and that's a pleasing thing, that I know that we can win ugly if you like, but most importantly is that we've come away up to Bacup Borough, and we've got the 3 points, mate. You know, that's 3 on the top now at the moment, so hopefully it continues.
Things are looking up for you.
Well, I'd like to think so, mate, but you know, I certainly don't get carried away, you know, but you know, and I said this and I'll say it time and time again, mate, we've come a long way in such a short pace of time. You know, where we was last year, you know, the points tally now, it's great, and it's pleasing that we stay, you know, in the top 5 if you like. There's no pressure on these lads. You know, that people think like this football club's invested in players, mate. We've invested in the sense that they want to play here, they want to play for this football club, and they just love everything about it. You know, and as manager, I'm really happy into the fact that we all get on. they respect me, I respect them, and if you're honest with them, they'll push shifts in for it. So regards people saying that we invest in players and we put money everywhere, then I think they need to read into the little stories. It's not about that. AFC Liverpool are here because the lads and the players want to be here, so it's great credit to them. But when we get a budget, mate, I might go and pay them. But yeah, it's pleasing today. Well done, Mike. Yeah, it's good. Enjoying it. Make it long continue, mate.
Congratulations.
You're welcome. Eric, and that's for you, mate. And you, Mr. Harrison.